Well, hi there, Renee.
Hi there, Tim.
Are you ready to do a podcast today?
I am. This was our first Virgin Voyage adventure. So we were Virgin Virgins.
Virgin Virgins.
Virgin Virgins. And it was our first back-to-back cruise. So we sailed for a total of 14 days in the Caribbean, 2 7-day back-to-back sailings. So did you have any expectations going into it?
It was magnificent. I am all about the fun, and to be on a cruise for 2 weeks.
But what were your thoughts going into it?
I don't ever have expectations. I always do a little bit of research before I watch YouTube videos on the ship and do walkthroughs, and I do some research on it, but mostly I depend on you.
Yes.
For the cruise itself. I plan all the flights, the luggage, the packing, the Uber. I take care of all the logistics, but Renee is very good at researching the ship.
Well, and I enjoy it. I enjoy researching and hearing from other YouTubers who give tips and tricks and just their walkthroughs and experiences. And everybody's opinion is subjective because some people love food, some people love entertainment, some people love the casino, others like to relax, others like to dance. So,
well, it's so nice that you can go on YouTube and pick any one. You can pick and choose, who you want to get your perspective from.
Yes, and it's helpful to hear from different people because I feel like you take a little bit from each person. You're not going to be exactly the same as somebody,
no.
Right? Which is what makes us all amazing.
Absolutely, Renee. Not only did we just get off of a Virgin cruise, but now we're going on a Princess cruise in a couple of months.
Yes, and I'm very excited about that as well.
I'm very excited about that. So Virgin was our first back-to-back. Now Princess is going to be our first suite.
Oh, right.
And everything that I've looked up about being in a suite I'm pretty excited.
Oh.
Not only for the room, but for the benefits, the perks. All these restaurants that typically charge anywhere from $45 to $80 per person for a meal is included in our package.
The sanctuary area.
I'm excited to experience that.
Yeah.
Their casino, I guess, is larger.
That will be fun to see.
Most ships, because I really enjoyed MSC's.
MSC has a great casino.
They have a great casino. It's fun.
MSC has a huge bar in the middle of their casino, and that was the best bar experience in a casino I've ever had on a ship.
They got
Hands
the big
down,
one downstairs.
without question.
And then they've got the one upstairs that's like a sports bar.
Right.
Yeah, and we could go, that's where I watched my football games, and we'd hang out. And I enjoyed it. Everybody hates on MSC, and I can see our first one wasn't the best experience, but
there was definitely major room for improvement in certain areas.
Yes. But overall, I don't agree with the hate that MSC gets. And how many have we been on?
2. Anywho's. I think that's a Minnesota. I think that's a Minnesotan thing to say. Anywho's.
Yeah, we're
how about
from
that
Minnesota.
casserole?
Where are you from?
Yeah, comment below and let us know.
Yeah,
We'd
please.
love
and
to
then,
connect.
what do you want to hear about? Because we, like I said, are all about expediting the fun. So if there's anything that we can help you with, and that's kind of what I'm thinking for this podcast, is to be able to help people, because we are very good at expediting the fun.
Yes.
Knowing what lines to skip, what benefits you get with each cruise.
And that's always our goal, is how do we maximize the fun and expedite it. Mm-hmm. So we're known for getting on a ship. This was thanks to you. You discovered this the first time. I think it was on Royal Caribbean, our very first cruise. I was so envious because we got on the ship, and a lot of times when you get onto a ship, you don't have access to your luggage yet. So they deliver it to your room for you.
Yes.
And even if your room is ready when you get on the ship, your bags may not be ready. And so I remember that first cruise, you had your swimming trunks in your carry-on bag. And you instantly put your swimming trunks on and you were in the hot tub. And I was just sitting there watching you. And I remember being so envious.
Oh, that is so funny. I don't remember that at all.
It is such an imprint in my
goodness.
brain. And ever since then, I've put my swimming suit in my carry-on bag. And that's a huge tip. in general for any cruise that you go on if you like the pool.
A backpack, in my opinion, is critical.
Oh,
we have become like an expert at packing the backpack because you're going to carry that on with you. So you're going to have access to everything that's in that backpack.
And I think most people probably bring some sort of backpack.
I don't know. I think the newbies just have like 3 suitcases.
Oh,
maybe. We share.
Which,
typically,
that's a lot.
we don't share a suitcase when we cruise. We bring each our own. But if we go to Vegas, we always share a suitcase.
Yes.
But no, you get on the ship and you've got your backpack. You go to your room. The key is always in the door waiting for you. Typically, 90% of the time, the room has been ready when we get on the ship. And then you can go right into your room, brush your teeth, change into your swimsuit. Yeah. I mean, that's another thing is bring your toothbrush. Because travel days for me, I feel dirty. Like anything I can do to shower, brush my teeth, and change my clothes, especially my socks, going through TSA, I'm all for it. So again, that's backpack.
Another tip on that front is a lot of people are putting an air tag in their luggage.
Oh yes, that was on my list to order an air tag.
Yes, that's a great tip. Whoever said that.
Not only in your backpack for safety reasons.
Oh, sure.
But in your luggage, because then you know when the carousel's coming, where it is. You can like that. And I learned that from.
What do you mean the carousel?
Like when you're waiting at the airport for your luggage, you know where if it's moving or not moving, and when you need to go up and stand next to the carousel that spits out your bag.
Okay. Well, people use it on cruises to know when their bag has been delivered to their room, I guess.
Oh, that's another great idea.
Yes.
Oh, multiple. Yes. Right. So air tags.
Yes.
So we'll do some research on air tags and we'll put a link in the description.
Yes. That's a great idea. I don't know. I've never used an air tag.
I haven't either.
So I have no idea how
I think it could just connect to your phone and
they do.
I'm pretty sure it's the gentleman that I watched when we were coming back from a cruise. And he was just looking at his phone to see where his luggage was.
Okay.
I thought that was pretty neat. So I think it's pretty specific.
But I mean, can you see, it's at my room?
It'll pinpoint. Oh, right. No. When you get on a ship, I would assume, because how would it do layers, height?
Right.
I don't know. You tell us.
Yes. Let us know.
Let us know.
Okay. So getting on the ship, pack your swimming suit. That was huge. We did that on this trip.
Yep.
It was great.
Yes.
Another thing about Virgin Voyages that is different from other cruise lines is you have to pick a boarding time. So if you're sailing on Princess or Celebrity or any of these other cruise lines, in the general population, we'll say, I can't speak for suites because I don't know. But typically when you arrive, you can just get onto the ship, but your room may not be cleaned. It may not be ready. Virgin, you pick a time slot, and I can't remember what our time slot was.
So we, and we're going to change this now, but we typically fly in the day we're cruising, which I know is dangerous and you shouldn't do it, but we've had really good luck. We fly Sun Country. That's a local airline here in Minnesota. And it's very unusual for them to cancel a flight. So we've always just done the day of, and it's
somebody's probably going to comment below and say,
sure.
oh,
I won't do it anymore. So with the Princess cruise that they have coming up, I'm going to be in there at least a day before because I don't want
can you imagine?
What if you missed it? Because I checked flights for this Princess. Like if we came in late, the flight from here to the next port, which is 2 days away. So you're going to miss 2 days of your cruise. Plus it was expensive. It was like $800 a ticket.
Oh, okay.
So we're coming in a day before on this one.
That's
at least
great.
A day before. We actually have some friends that winter in Key West, and then a couple friends that live in Miami, and your brother lives in Miami. So my thought is that we're going to go in at least, maybe 3 days before and go visit everybody.
That would be fun to go before and visit everybody.
It would be.
Yeah.
But you need a car. I don't want to be dependent and put somebody out.
That's a good point too.
I mean, yeah. So.
Well, especially going to Key West.
Yes.
Yeah, we have a lot of details we haven't figured out, but if you guys have any ideas or thoughts, we'll probably figure it out there on that front. But
and the Princess leaves from Miami, correct? I'm pretty sure it's Miami.
No, it's Fort Lauderdale because I thought it was Miami, and we just double checked, and it's closer to my brother who is in Fort Lauderdale.
Okay. It's right next to Hollywood, right? Hollywood, Florida. I just remember Hollywood Beach. Maybe it's not Hollywood, Florida. Maybe it's Hollywood Beach. Instead of looking at me like that, why don't you help me out?
No, I don't know.
It was the beach that we went to with your brother and Evelyn was Hollywood Beach.
It is?
Pete, you know.
Is it?
It is.
I'm thinking of Hard Rock Hollywood. Somebody help us out with Florida.
Hard Rock it is Hollywood. It's all right there.
So I didn't
Hollywood Beach is where we went and we swam with your brother and Evelyn.
Really?
We had dinner right there on a pier.
That's Dania Beach.
Getting back to our basement setup.
Yes.
My brother gave us a 65-inch monitor. It's basically a TV monitor all in one. It has magnets on the front that hold the pencil, so you can literally, it will display our computer screen, and then we'll put the ship up. Because the video that I watched yesterday of the gentleman that has the ship up and he's doing a walkthrough, I loved that.
Oh, that's the Cruising Canucks.
Yeah, the Cruising Canucks. He had a maple leaf going through the ship when
that too.
Loved that.
Yes, that's very helpful.
So informative. So I want to do something similar, and it's fun to watch these videos because it gives me ideas on the type of video that I want. So ours is going to be we're going to try to make it fun.
Yeah.
You know, me jumping in the pool, you doing yoga, or, just us experiencing
Down dog.
Shit. Downward dog.
Downward dog. You can tell how much I do yoga. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be fun.
So that's with the downstairs. I'm kind of excited for that to get out of as much as the convenience of having it up here, to be down there and to have curtains on the wall and the lighting set up and everything consistent. I think this is a sweet setup, but it's going to be so much better.
Yeah. Yeah. It'll be fun to see.
Yeah. So follow along. I'm going to actually post some B footage and show you the before of the basement and the after when we got done cleaning it up. And then while we're setting up the TV and putting it on the wall and doing all the things that we're going to do.
Yeah.
I'll do some B footage.
Yeah. That's great.
B-roll.
B-roll. Thus B to the C.
So getting back to Virgin. Yes. What do you remember most about Virgin? The check-in.
Yes. What do we remember the most?
The check-in. Out of all of the cruise lines that we've experienced, check-in with Virgin was smooth. Their port, whatever you call that building, was clean and beautiful. Yes. The people were friendly. There was no lines. We were scheduled for 2. We got there at 1 because we flew in at 11. And we literally I just remember we went up the elevator and walked through. We bought our drink package, which was right before we got on the ship because we were worried.
Okay, a couple of tips we arrived at 11 or somewhere around there.
Our plane landed at 11 or something like that.
We didn't get on the ship right away.
No, we went and toured right there. Was that Miami or Fort Lauderdale?
I don't know.
Yeah, so we went and checked out some bars and shops, and we took a little ferry. They had a free ferry.
Yes.
Not a ferry. It was like a car train.
It was a car train? I thought it was a bus.
That? And then we met those fun people.
I know. It was so fun. So that's very unique. Typically when you go to your cruise port, what's it called? Your embarkation location. Yes. They don't have a shuttle. That's what it is. They don't have a shuttle for you to take you into the city.
To go anywhere. Like, why would they have a shuttle?
Exactly. So I think because they want you to stay true to your time. I don't think you're allowed to board the ship unless it's your time to board. So I'd love to hear if anybody has gotten onto Virgin Voyages outside of their scheduled time. Earlier, obviously, I'd love to know. And
then with the drink package, because it's only available online up until a certain point.
Oh, that's right.
So I remember I went on there like I don't remember how many days it was before, but I wasn't able to buy the drink package. And I'm like, shoot.
We missed out. We could be screwed.
I know.
We thought. We had no idea.
But when you go through there, you go through the line, you get up to the top, there's a whole, when you check in and get your wristband, there's an option to buy the same drink package.
Yeah, so we can't guarantee this, right? We don't know this going forward if this is the case all of the time. But it was there.
Yes.
You could buy a drink package still.
And it was a great deal. I think we spent like $400 and got $500. But we also got free drinks in the casino with our offer. So, yeah, it was perfect.
It was.
It was literally perfect.
It was great.
What else? What else do you remember? I remembered the room was beautiful. It was clean. We had a balcony. The food was good. The workout area was very nice. We worked out on a regular basis. We try to work out as much as we can on a cruise.
The workout area was great. I think I actually got into shape on this cruise.
Yes.
We were working a lot prior to this cruise. I mean, a lot. Dirty work as well. I was exhausted going into this cruise.
Yes.
And so that was amazing.
It was a reward.
It was a huge reward.
Yeah, I don't want to get into what we were doing, but we had a project that what needed to be done, and we had a specific amount of time to do it, and we got it done. But it was so nice.
It was so rewarding
on that ship after that plane. When that plane took off, I'll never forget. I literally can remember the moment that it lifted off because I was worried. Like if they delay it or cancel it, we were exhausted too. I just did not have that in me mentally.
No,
I was ready.
I forgot about that.
I was ready for the vacation to start, and as soon as it took off, it was wonderful.
Yeah. So the workout area is great. There's actually 2 separate parts. So there's the cardio area.
Where they got the treadmills and the elliptical bikes and everything on one side, and then it's just literally you just scoot through to the other side, and then they've got free weights and machines up and down.
And this was right outside the buffet area, right?
Right outside of the buffet. Yep.
It was great. We worked out just about
daily.
Every single day.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
I just posted a video of the blow up. They were doing, I don't know what they were doing, but I was working out, doing cardio, and all of a sudden these 2 inflatable people come in. Check it out. It's on my shorts. And they started to work out, and it was just hilarious. It was fun.
It's in YouTube Shorts, right?
Yep, YouTube Shorts.
Do you have it on TikTok, too?
I think I did put it on TikTok.
Okay.
That's good. Thank
they
you.
don't have a changing area so most cruise lines. So what I did like about it was completely fine. Our room was really close to the workout area the first 7 days.
Yes.
And then we switched rooms. We'll talk about that later. It was great. I didn't miss the changing rooms initially. I thought, oh, bummer, there's no sauna attached. You know how, Celebrity has...
And MSC.
And MSC has a sauna attached.
I'm a sauna guy. Oh. Like I sauna every single day. I love to sauna.
Yes.
So that was definitely a benefit. But yeah, no, Virgin, that is one thing that they didn't have.
They didn't have that, but it was fine.
Yep.
We went there to work out.
And then people talk about their pool being small, but I enjoyed it. They have those huge fluffy beds surrounding the pool, and the vibe. The people on this cruise were completely different because it's adults only. So the people on this cruise, in my opinion, it was just a different experience, a different mindset.
It was a very diverse cruise, which I really enjoyed. So I would say age-wise, it was diverse. It was a mixture of younger and older, but leaning more young in comparison to, say, a Celebrity cruise.
And it was different the first 7 days compared to the second 7 days.
Oh, that's right. You mentioned that. You noticed that more than I did.
Yes.
How was it different? I can't remember.
I don't really recall. It was more married couples.
Oh, okay.
And then it just the vibe at the pool. They have a DJ that plays throughout the ship.
Daymaker. This DJ, he is at the top of top 5 for this cruise. Yeah. Made the cruise for
the
me.
beats he put down in the mix, and then they bring you cocktails. Like there is consistently someone coming around, picking up empties and asking if you need anything. Also, the bar is right there.
Yes. And you could walk up and ask for sparkling water at the bar, and the bartenders wouldn't snub you. I would say the staff was generally extremely happy, welcoming, sometimes on a cruise you're referred to as Mr. Peters. It's so formal, and that's fine. I don't mind being referred to as Mrs. Peters or
ma'am.
But
ma'am.
And on this cruise, they would do that, I suppose, if you wanted that. But they were just so much more approachable. It felt like going.
It wasn't salesy either.
It wasn't salesy.
Yo, like I remember that our very first cruise, everything was an upsell. It drove me nuts.
That was Royal Caribbean.
Yeah, but that was a long time ago.
Mm-hmm. We'd like to know if.
Have we cruised Royal Caribbean since?
No.
She keeps track. I don't remember what ships we've been on or what ports we've gone to. That's her responsibility.
I think you've gone on 2 Royal Caribbean cruises, Voyager of the Seas and Freedom of the Seas, maybe. So it has been a long time.
I remember going without you. Yep. That was a long time ago.
I'm sure you'll never forget that.
I'll never forget that. That's another podcast that will come in the future.
Different story.
That's a different story.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep. So no, I noticed that too with the servers the bartenders were all amazing. They remembered our names. They remembered who we were because those were the same bartenders that went into the port. So when they went onto their island, we got to see the same people, which was nice.
Yes, and I think that's typical on most cruises. But I just felt like there was more of a connection with the staff on this cruise. I think that's what it is.
Yeah. And I think it helped that, we're friendly. And then we were there for 2 weeks.
But we're always friendly on every cruise.
We are. I mean, we're just naturally friendly people. We're not pretentious or stuffy or.
We want the connection with staff. I think that's part of it. We want to have a normal conversation.
Yeah. And we're the type of people where if the bartender is having a bad day, we're going to do everything we can to help and make it better for them. Like we'll be uncomfortable because we push so hard to make their day.
Yes. That's actually
just who we are.
Because it makes your trip more fun if you know everybody's having fun. We know they're working hard.
Right.
But if they can have fun while they're working.
Yes.
I mean, that's just a better experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was a diverse ship. I loved that, both with age, race, sexual orientation. And
definitely some upside down pineapples on.
Oh, there were definitely some.
Yep. And then
on the doors.
I had some door magnet envy on this ship, and we had a lot.
I love it. There are definitely upside down pineapples on the doors.
I remember a lot of the cabins had some setups. I mean, they had stickers and people's 40th or 50th birthday. The whole door was decorated. And then we had this cruise, the Virgin cruise, we had more magnets than we've ever had.
We're not magnet people in general in life. We don't have magnets on a refrigerator. So this is a fun time for us to collect magnets at all the ports.
It helps me because I can never remember any of the ports. I've never been able to remember the ports that we've gone to. And I've always wanted to. So now any port that we go to, I buy a magnet.
Yes.
So we have a whole collection of magnets.
Yeah.
I'd like to know how much that bag weighs.
Right. We need
part of our 50 pounds of Sun Country.
Might have to leave some magnets at home or start buying lighter ones.
And then another thing, which I'm sure a lot of people know about, is the hook magnets. We have a whole barrage of hook magnets because the walls and the ceiling are magnetic. So when we took my son, he brought his iPad and his case was magnetic. He would just stick it to the ceiling and lay in bed and watch a movie.
Right. That was a tip he taught us.
Yes. And then just hooks everywhere for your swimsuit, all your hats, all of my hats. I get a hat every port we go to. It's nice to have everything hanging on the wall and organized. I'm very organized.
Yes.
I like everything in its place.
There's nothing worse than going into your cabin
and it's just
a disaster.
And that's another thing is we don't have our room cleaned. Our steward is always a little nervous with us because we typically go up 2 days without having our room cleaned. I don't need it cleaned.
I like my room organized once a day, but sometimes it's just not a convenient time. I'd rather not be bothered.
It just seems like every time that you come back from whether you're working out or eating, they're in the room. And
there was one cruise that we went on.
I remember every time that we came back.
It was the worst timing.
And I don't need it cleaned. I don't need it cleaned every day, twice a day. They want to do it twice a day. Mm-hmm. I like the towel characters that they make. I like the mints on my bed.
Anymore.
I like coming back from dinner at night and having the bed made and the curtains drawn, and it has a good vibe. But I don't need, during the day, I have no interest in having my room clean or organized. I keep it clean. I make my bed in the morning. It's fine. I don't need anybody in my room.
Yeah. That's another thing. Cruise lines you mentioned coming back from dinner, which made me think of the dining, in-room dining.
Yes.
And a lot of cruise lines are doing away with that. However,
they're charging.
Or they're charging. And not on Princess, on Virgin, we had in-room dining. There's a little hack for that.
We had to pay for the deliveries that yes, I remember we'd order a beer.
Yes.
And then it's free as long as you get.
So room service, I think the charge is probably $10 or something, between $5 and $10 for room service. But if you have a bar tab, you could order off of your bar tab. It had to be something where there was a charge. So you order a beer or two.
We'd get 2 Coronas.
Yep. So 2 Coronas on your bar tab. It comes off of your bar tab. And then your room service, that's your room service fee.
Yep.
So you could order as much food in that order as you wanted.
And the food on that ship was amazing. We have a video that we're going to post of our room service. And it was before dinner. Like, we had dinner in an hour and a half, and we got this delivery of, you got, what was it?
A cauliflower steak.
Beautiful I got a cheeseburger. We got like sides and a couple of beers, and it comes in this really cool, I've never seen packaging like that. It comes in those totes, and they roll it up and they clip it. Mm-hmm. And the food was hot.
It was fresh. Branded well. It was
branded well. I was very impressed with Virgin. I would say it's one of my favorites.
The presentation of the food on the ship was always outstanding. So they don't do a buffet. Instead, they have a galley. It's called.
Kind of a buffet.
It's a buffet.
It's a buffet.
Let's be real. It's a buffet. Maybe it's a little bit fresher. They present the food to you. You can have the not present it to you. They serve it to you.
They make it fresh is their thing.
They make
That's
it fresh.
What they say is they make it fresh.
And they do make it.
And they have all of these grab and go. So when you've got a port day, they have all these containers when you're walking out of the buffet area that you can take with you. They've got salads. They had all these different options. Desserts. That was great.
Yep, I forgot about that little detail. My one request would be that they include a simple chicken sandwich more often.
They had a wrap. They had the chicken wrap.
I feel like it wasn't always there. I could be
being
wrong.
Being on that ship for 2 weeks, I ate more burgers than I've ever eaten in my life.
Yes.
On that. Their burgers were delicious. And for me, it was just that was just my mainstay. That was my go-to.
Yep. So you think the food was amazing. And again, now when we talk about food is subjective. So we just want...
We're not big foodies. We're becoming.
I think we're big. I think we are foodies.
I think we're becoming.
I think we don't require food.
Foodies. We don't require food.
That's
we don't have to eat.
I mean, we have to eat.
We have to eat. And it seems like any time that we went to eat, it was closed or they were transitioning from
the galley
lunch to dinner,
yes.
or we got there too late or whatever. But we're not, it's not a destination. We're not like set on.
Exactly.
And with this one, you are, you're not required. It's recommended that you book in advance. And I think they open it up 3 months.
Okay. So
2 or 3 months in advance.
Right now we're talking about the specialty dining restaurant.
Yes.
So on Virgin, all of the specialty dining is included in your cruise fare. So there's no upcharge for that. They do have items on the menu that you could pay a little extra for. Not many, maybe 2 items. If you wanted a seafood tower at the wake, I think there was a charge for that. Different things like that.
But
you need to make reservations.
Yes.
And so...
We didn't
for our first leg of the cruise.
And we couldn't for the second.
And we couldn't.
Because they lock it.
Yes.
So what we ended up having to do is we would go down. Again, we're not big foodies, so it's not like a.
You keep saying we're not big foodies.
Would say we're not going to wait in line. Anytime that we went down there, because you can just go, you can walk up and ask nicely, can you fit us in? And if they have a cancellation or whatever, if they can fit you in, they're going to fit you in. Mm-hmm. But we're not going to wait in a line for
No.
food.
No, I'll be fine with just a salad. And we're not pretentious. We don't need to have some 3-course meal or steak every night, or we're fine. We're fine with having a salad bar.
And we didn't eat.
Situation.
We didn't have a restaurant for the first, 3 or 4 nights?
3 days at least.
Night.
Yes.
We went and the line was long, so we're just like, no. So if I remember the one, was it the wake that we finally got into, that you just walked up and said, we weren't able to book. We didn't book. We haven't eaten any specialty
Nothing has
meals.
been open.
And the guy was the manager or something, and he got us in.
Yes.
And that was a great experience. The food was wonderful.
Okay, so Tim and I differ in opinion, and this is my whole point with cruise line the food being subjective for everybody, right? I think the food on Virgin is good. I think it's impressive. I love the concept of the specialty dining restaurants being included in your cruise fare, because so many cruise lines have specialty dining restaurants. With that said, I would call them restaurants.
Yes, exactly. Why?
I
What do you mean?
wouldn't call them specialty restaurants.
I mean,
Okay, I know I'm going to get probably a lot of hate for this, but it's my opinion. I thought the presentation was amazing.
Yes.
Very consistently artistic, amazing, beautifully done. The food, I think I would give it out of 10.
I got my number.
7.5.
8.5.
Okay. Yeah. And I would say Pink Agave was amazing every time we went. We don't do a lot of specialty dining restaurants because, like Tim said, we don't really need it. We're fine eating in the buffet, the main dining room, picking up a sandwich. Do we love a great meal? Do we love a great experience?
We like to get dressed up.
Yes. We like dressing up. We don't want to have to dress up, but we do enjoy it.
Yes.
And so I guess when I think specialty dining, I'm thinking something outside of the norm of something that you would experience at a restaurant back home. There's so many different levels of restaurant experiences. I would consider them more, I don't know what the right word is for that, but I wouldn't put them, I guess if I was paying additional, I think this is the point.
Okay.
If I was paying additional
for
these restaurants, and that is the concept that people have in their mind when they think specialty dining, they're thinking these are dining experiences that typically I'm paying additional for. Therefore, I want a level higher. I guess I would have been disappointed if I was paying $60 a person.
Sure.
Like, say, Princess does.
Well, I'm excited
right? Or 45 to 60.
That's what made me think of. I think Princess is going to be. And how does it work with Princess?
The food was amazing.
The food was great.
It was great. Not amazing. It was good.
It was good.
It was good, and the staff, great. That's all I have to say.
So with Princess, because that's included in our package, because we're in a suite, I would like to know, how does their specialty dining compare?
Right.
I'm excited to
I'm looking forward to that.
I'm looking forward to it too.
Yes.
2 weeks. And is it considered a back-to-back? It does. It goes back to Florida after 7 days.
Well,
so are we going to, because we had to get off, we had to go through customs with Virgin. It was seamless. There was 30 people doing it with us, and we literally just walked off the ship and walked back onto the ship. So
that's
I wonder if we'll
question.
have to do the same.
What is the actual definition of a back-to-back
Yes.
cruise? This one is, when we scheduled this through Princess, it was marketed as a 14-day cruise.
Oh.
When we booked Virgin, we booked 2 separate legs back to back.
Understood. So that's why we had to get off. So maybe we won't have to get off. And with Virgin, we switched rooms. I really enjoyed our first, like if I were to go back and change anything about that, the second room was fine. It was good to have the experience of a new location.
Yeah.
To just discover, what benefits it had. But with that said, the first location, we really had the prime location.
I agree.
The workout room was right outside of our door, down 2 floors. We knew right where the casino was, where the food was, where the pool was. Like, it was all right here.
It was perfect.
Our second leg, we were in the very back. Like, we were 3 rooms from the very back of the ship, which the benefit to that room was our balcony overlooked the back of the ship, and they had a band that played right there.
Oh,
and it
amazing.
was 20 feet away from our room. We were on like the 12th floor, but it was right there. We could hear the music. We'd sit on our balcony in our swing and listen to the band.
That was such a perk.
With the waves in the back of the ship,
hammock.
the view in the hammock. Yeah, that was a spectacular. That would definitely changed we ramped up our cruise game with that one.
Oh, it was so fun doing a back-to-back. And we like to experience different rooms, but that is a tip. If you're doing a back-to-back sailing, you can link your reservation. You can request it if you do it soon enough, early enough.
If we would have linked, would we have had access to book the specialty restaurants for the second leg?
Oh, that's a great question.
Because we were literally locked out. We couldn't book anything.
I don't think so, because when I went down to ask the front desk, they said you cannot access the specialty dining. You can't unlock it in the app if you have 2 sailings. She said one sailing needs to be completed for your next one to open up. And
all these specialty dining restaurants booked. They were all booked. Everything was completely booked. There were all 0 openings.
So that's another tip we have for you. Tip. I feel like So this is a huge tip for anybody who has not booked their reservations.
And they're going on a Virgin cruise.
Yes.
Get online.
Book it. Well, book it. However, this is the tip. If you haven't, and they open up additional reservations at around 1 p.m.
on the day your cruise starts.
Yes.
But there's always a line. From what I've seen online, watching the videos, there was always a line to book, like a very long line.
What do you mean?
To book the specialty dining. So if you didn't book online prior to your cruise, they opened it up at like 1 or 2 o'clock.
Oh, we tried to do that. We tried to go down. No. So what I'm saying is they absolutely do open up some spots, right? For reservations, for dining reservations. You can either go down to the front desk and somebody will help you book those. Or this is what I ended up doing because the line was so long, to maybe a couple of times. That was overwhelming. So we had the back-to-back sailing. The ship was empty. So we could be on their Wi-Fi too, but you had to wait until the system switched over to the next system.
Do you remember what time that was? Were we sitting at the pool when that happened?
I think it was, no, we weren't. We were working out.
Okay.
We were working out. I was on the treadmill. You were lifting weights in the other workout area. And I was refreshing my app every second while I was on the treadmill. Just get my workout in, refreshing the app. There were open reservations. So I went through really quick and I had thought it through in my head and I had to stay focused. It was stressful for like an hour and a half.
If you book, are you able to change it online? I would assume if they're full, they're full. But if you have a reservation for 4 o'clock and something comes up, can you change? Is there an option to change it online?
You can change it. Here's the thing. So you're not allowed, let's say you love the wake, or you think to yourself, we loved pink agave. And so I think you're allowed to book each specialty dining twice. I'm pretty sure. It's once or twice. So you couldn't go through and say, okay, I want pink. You can't double book either. So you can only pick one for the evening. So you couldn't say, okay, the wake or pink agave, I'll do both. You had to pick, wake, book. But then you don't even know the times for the next day. You have to go to the next day and then see. And it's a lot of work. 7 days. And I was on a treadmill trying to think through
Well, you
the
did
ports.
good.
I had the itinerary. It's stressful. So that's one thing that we would say about the specialty dining and having to book reservations. It's kind of stressful. Mm-hmm. Some people love doing
Do
that.
it beforehand. And if you have a back-to-back, link the back-to-back.
Link the back-to-back.
Try to stay in the same room unless you're adventurous and you want to explore the ship and you want to experience a different room steward, different room, a different view. Yep.
And another tip from us, because we love to go to Vegas a lot, and we are known to hotel hop as well because we like to experience different ends of the strip in the same trip. Book your second room on Virgin Voyages. Book the better room second. So, meaning, if you have an interior room and a balcony room, don't go from the balcony room to an interior room if you can help it. That's
what I'm the same way with Vegas. Like if I know that I'm going to be staying, at Rio or Planet Hollywood and Fontainebleau and the Wynn, I am 100% staying at Planet Hollywood or Rio first,
right,
and then transferring to the Wynn and Fontainebleau.
Yes.
Bleh.
Fontainebleau.
Bleh.
Fontainebleau.
That's another, I can't wait to talk about that one. And we have another book there. We have to book that. But yes, so getting off, what else? So, the people were amazing. The room was great. I loved having all of the controls on an iPad. Felt like I was at the Wynn. Mm-hmm. I could control the curtains and they also had settings, like the get it on setting.
Oh,
they could change the color of all the lights in the room, the temperature, put the do not disturb sign on. Like, it was great to have that iPad.
Yeah, you had a lot of fun with the iPad.
Yeah, it died quite a bit, but it.
Oh, really?
Remember, because I moved the charger over next to my bed.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the room was spacious. The bathroom was small, but it was nice.
Yeah, it was fine.
The shower, I liked the shower was fine.
Oh, the shower
I didn't know what my thoughts are on that waterfall head that was on there. I remember because it would stay, you'd turn off the water and it would just continually run. So I'd grab it and pull it down so it would drain.
Yeah, it would
Somebody
drip
knows
on you.
what I'm talking about.
Yes, it would drip on you. There's a water.
Because it was huge. I mean, it was above you and it was this foot by foot thing in the middle of the shower. And I stay in the shower to dry off so I don't get the floor in the bathroom all wet. But every time it would just continue to run. So I would just grab it.
Yeah, you tilted it, which worked fine.
Yeah.
I would say the waterfall, is that what it's called?
I don't, I think that, yeah.
It doesn't matter.
You know what we mean.
You know what we're talking about. So it was a nice feature, and I think it was a good thought to do that. I would just think that people with highly textured hair.
Yes. Women with long hair. Mm-hmm. Maybe if you're not doing a full, what do you guys call that? Like a full shower day.
Yeah.
You just want to
You don't always want to wash your hair. That's the bottom line. And with this shower head, you were pretty much required to take a full shower unless you awkwardly were standing.
Yes. And tilted it.
So I would maybe rethink that with their redesign.
But there was plenty of storage, the drawers, they had a safe in the room. Mm-hmm. They had those baskets. Like when I get to a room, I have to unpack everything. Everything has to be in its place. Mm-hmm. And then you could fit your suitcases underneath the bed so you don't see those. The life jackets were up in the closet or they weren't in sight. I just enjoyed the feel of the room. It had a good vibe. Yeah. And everything, you could keep it neat and organized. And then the table, I really enjoyed the table. I really enjoyed the hammock. That was a game changer for me.
The empty refrigerator.
That's amazing. We bring food or beers back
You could bring cans of pop back. So that's another tip is the bartenders, the drink soda package is included as well. So you don't have to buy a zero alcohol package to drink pop. So those of you who like Diet Coke, I'm not a Diet Coke drinker, but I know there are a lot of people who are. You can get cans from the bartenders. So they have, what are they called? Just dispensers. what's a drink dispenser called?
I don't know. Are you
Like
talking where
pop.
it's just a carbonated, you
Yes.
hit the button?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, well, they have
We're
those,
not pop drinkers.
Yeah, obviously. So they have those dispensers throughout the galley and throughout the ship, I think. But anyway, that's all complimentary. And then you could go to the bartenders, which we learn later, if you want
A can.
pop in your room.
Yep. Or room service. Room service brought
that's
us
right.
the Sprites. We'd ask for a couple of Sprites.
So you could ask for 5
mix,
Sprites
a
if
mixer.
you wanted to, and then
Yep.
store those in your
In
refrigerator.
your refrigerator. And then there's also carbonated water. We have a video up of Renee testing that because Renee loves carbonated water, and they have a carbonated water option, and then also fresh water. So they give you 2 of these glass canisters that you can get regular filtered water or carbonated water.
Yeah, so watch our short. Was
Yeah,
it a short?
it
Yeah,
is a
to
short.
see
Yep.
to see
No,
if the water
whatever.
is carbonated in the room. Because you
Yes.
have the option of having that delivered to your room. Well, it's just daily that your room steward will put carbonated water and still
then
water.
Ice. We're ice snobs. We like a lot of ice. I drink a ton of water and it has to be ice cold. So our steward brought us this because usually you get that little metal jug and it fits about 3 ice cubes. He brought us, remember that huge red container?
Oh, I forgot that.
And then, he'd anytime that you hit that light, because there's a do not disturb light, anytime we turned that off, he was like right there.
Right there.
You need anything, team?
Yes, yes. Oh, another huge tip for you guys as far as your room. As soon as you board, ask your room steward for a mattress topper.
Yes.
And know that there's a thicker mattress topper.
Ask very nicely and immediately because they
expect.
only have a limited number of these. So on our first leg, our first 7 days, we asked for one, but we didn't ask until later. So he didn't have any left. So he threw a comforter on there. The beds were not the most comfortable. The difference though, I tell you, because we got right immediately back on the ship. No one was on the ship. So we were able to go down to our other room and he was still cleaning it. And I asked him right away, I'm like, I need as many pillows as you can give me. I'm a pillow guy, and a mattress topper. That second leg, the bed was amazing.
If we would have known this, so the beds are firm.
They're firm. Yep. And then there's always the crack. Somebody's fallen in the crack.
Right. Ask for the mattress topper.
Game changer.
Game changer.
Night and day. It was amazing. And it was thick. It was like a good 2-inch
amazing.
foam mattress topper. We couldn't even feel the crevice in the middle. Crease.
Yep. That's true. I will say about the room, back to what are your thoughts on the room, your expectations. And I knew this going onto the ship because I had looked at some room tours. So I wondered, what will I think of the room? And I don't know what rating I would give the room itself. The room is great, but I would say because Virgin is positioned as a premium cruise line, Princess, Holland America, and Celebrity, I would have anticipated the room decor to be elevated slightly. I would say it was a little bit more minimalistic, definitely Malibu vibes. It was actually better than I anticipated from the videos that I saw. So I would say the videos online that both Virgin puts out themselves and all the YouTube videos, I would say are exactly what you expect. And maybe they're even a little bit better when you arrive in person. But if you had never looked at the room, so I'm saying if I had never looked at the room prior to boarding.
And you paid for a balcony.
And I paid for a balcony and knew that Virgin was positioned in the same category as those other cruise lines, I think I would have been slightly disappointed by the decor in the room.
I understand what you're saying, but it was nice.
It was fine.
Because your
great.
bed,
it was great.
Your bed can convert to a couch during the day if you want your steward to come in and change your bed from a couch. We never did that once. And from what I've seen online, no one does that.
Right.
And there wasn't much space in between the bed and the wall when you had to shimmy through. But I don't have the same feeling you do, just simply because of the MSC and Celebrity and the other ships that we have been on. I thought this one was, I liked the chair. I liked the IKEA, as you say, like.
I heard other YouTubers compare it. A couple of YouTubers compare the decor to furniture from IKEA. And I thought, oh, well, I like IKEA. We have pieces from IKEA ourselves. There's a purpose for IKEA furniture. I just thought it was actually maybe a good representation.
Yeah.
But you liked it.
I just thought, it
made sense.
Yes. And it was definitely like clean, newer. I got a good vibe. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
No, I had a great vibe too. I'm just saying, I would definitely cruise Virgin again. I thought the room was great. I wouldn't say it was a negative by any means, but if you are somebody coming from Celebrity or Princess and anticipating the rooms to be that same caliber, then maybe you might be slightly disappointed.
I think that this Princess cruise is going to ruin us. Because it's, right. I mean, being in this suite and the ship isn't even a year old.
Right.
I think that, we're going to.
I know.
This is going to elevate our cruise game.
I know.
Which is great. I'm excited for it. And in 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
We love a long format cruise. Oh, vacation in general.
And that balcony and then the room itself is magnificent. So, and I'm excited to do a walkthrough and to have fun and to give people tips and to show them, what we liked and didn't like and do we're going to do just a whole review, and then we're going to do individual. We'll do, each day we'll do videos on what we're doing and what we're experiencing, and
we'll vlog it.
That'll
be so if there are things that you want to know, or if you want to know, they have changed some things. We won't get into that, but Princess has been changing their offerings, I would say probably every 6 months. So I've been watching this cruise and anticipating for a while, and they've changed the package that people have purchased a couple of times. I wouldn't say it was for the bad. I think they were probably positive changes. But if there are things that you want to know, let us know.
Yes. And then so on our next podcast here, we'll dive in a little deeper and talk more about Virgin. And then I want to do a little bit more research about Princess, and we can talk about that too. But we're going to call it for today. If if you want, follow along. We'd love to, subscribe and like and
if you like our content, please do. We're new and we're looking forward to our.
This is our first. We've done several, trying to work out all the kinks of this, but we thoroughly enjoy it, and I think that we're going to be able to provide a benefit to people.
Yeah, so follow along and comment so we can learn who you are.